This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Finally able to get together in front of family and friends, we talk with one happy bride who got to celebrate her wedding this past weekend. Hello friends, and thank you for your time on this summer day. I'm Ken Carr with your local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. If you make a bunch of Sheets runs in Hazel Township, you'll need to make a detour for a little while. This is why the Sheets at the corner of Route 309 and the Airport Road in Hazel Township is temporarily closed. A Sheets company spokesperson tells us that the store is closed for a rebuild. The new Sheets is expected to reopen in late September. COVID-19 has interrupted many major events. For couples who had their wedding plans interrupted by the pandemic, I'm sure that was very stressful. Our Sam Lassant Jr. is making the wedding video for one couple from our area who ended up having two weddings because of the coronavirus. Kenny and Danielle Hetler said "I do" before family and friends this past weekend. Sam caught up with the bride just before she said "I do" for the second time.
It was definitely a challenge to begin with. So we had found out that when the coronavirus hit, that's when my bachelorette party was supposed to happen, so everything pretty much got postponed after that. We were really hoping we were going to be able to have our wedding back on May 9th, but that plan was wrecked, unfortunately, due to the virus. So we actually ended up having an outdoor wedding with 10 people so we could follow the governor's orders. So we just had our immediate family there, which definitely was really challenging. It was really hard to be able to tell our grandparents, like, unfortunately, you can't come to our wedding. So that was definitely a really big hurdle to get over, with just all the emotions tied to it. Once we had our first wedding, we're now at our second wedding in June, now that the governor has declared the county green. But it took a lot of work, honestly, to get this far. I spent so many days on the phone with the governor's office trying to get questions answered, and unfortunately, no answers could be provided, which was probably the most frustrating thing. My grandfather actually had a really bad fall just 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago, we still didn't know if we could have our wedding. When I called the governor's office, there was no sympathy. Like, they could care less that I was getting married, or I was worried that my grandfather might not even make it to my wedding day. So there were so many hurdles. Thank God, all of our vendors were close family and friends, so they were fantastic to deal with, but definitely trying to have the venue figure out what the rules were was probably the most challenging part. Our state representative's office were awesome though, so shout out to Representative Maloney and Dave Heffley in Carbon County. They helped us out so much, just trying to get answers for us and just being really kind and supportive. And I just want to say thank you to our family for helping and being so understanding, because there's definitely some rules today that we would never have had at our original ceremony, but we really appreciate everybody's understanding. And to all the brides out there, I really want to encourage you to still have your wedding. Nobody should be able to take over your wedding for you. It's the most important day of your life, so I hope it encourages you that since we're getting married today, you guys can move forward with your wedding as well.
Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Ken Hetler, and best wishes for a long and happy married life. SSPTV will be airing Sunday's Hazleton Area School District Graduation Parade. The parade can be seen this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the times on your screen. You can also purchase a copy of the parade on DVD. The cost is $24.99 and can be purchased through PayPal on our website, ssptv.com.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
It's the middle of the week and we had a beautiful day. Let's take a look at our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of 56 degrees. Thursday, there's a 20% chance of showers after 2 p.m., mostly sunny, high of 78. Same chance of showers at night, maybe a thunderstorm, partly cloudy with a low of 57. Friday is mostly sunny with highs in the upper 70s. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low of 60 degrees. Saturday, a 40% chance of showers after 2 p.m., partly sunny with a high of 83. Same chance of showers at night and maybe a thunderstorm before 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 65. Sunday, a 30% chance of showers after 2 p.m., partly sunny with a high of 82. And Sunday night, a 30% chance of showers before 8 p.m., partly cloudy with a low of 61 degrees.
The sun is out and the feeder is empty in my yard. Mourning doves are cooing. Blue jays squawked at me a while ago. A day earlier, the scene was different. A deluge struck and birds evacuated, except for this grosbeak. Before the storm started, however, birds gathered in twos and threes at the feeder. I'm not the first to notice that birds eat before a storm. 7 years ago, researchers at Western University in Canada duplicated the morning light, low temperatures, and low air pressures of an advancing winter storm in a wind tunnel. That made the birds change their morning routines and start eating. Birds detect changes in air pressure with their ears, as people do on airplanes. That helps them fly along storm fronts, where the wind gives them a boost. In another study, researchers from the University of California put trackers on 9 birds as tornadoes swept through Middle America toward their breeding grounds in the Tennessee mountains. Before the 100-mile-an-hour winds lashed Tennessee, however, the birds had bugged out to safety. Most flew to Florida, 1 reached Cuba. Afterward, 5 of the birds, which were golden-winged warblers, returned to Tennessee. Likewise, when the storm stopped in my yard, the sun came out and the birds came back.
Thank you, Kent. I think bird watching is a new hobby of mine. It just kind of happened. A few weeks ago, I saw a hummingbird on my front porch. Before that, a cardinal greeted me in my backyard. And yesterday, I think a crow yelled at me and kicked me off of my back porch. I'm almost done chirping here, but please stay with us for sports in just a bit. And next, our Lisa Sugart has a story on a tasty fundraiser for Community Services for Sight. We'll be right back. Here's tonight's social news. Thursdays are always big at the Brass Buckle on Main Street in Cunningham with all-you-can-eat wings and tacos, but this Thursday they're calling all big eaters to challenge Bartley Weaver. Weaver is a ranked professional eater. He was also Titan Man for the Tennessee Titans, and he competed on the Titan Games on NBC. To take on the challenge, you'll be timed eating 6 buffalo wings and 1 3-pound taco. The time closest to Weaver's wins a $100 Brass Buckle gift card. To participate, message the Brass Buckle on Facebook or email jerry@brassbuckle.com with your phone number and tell him why you would be a great competitor in this contest. The Brass Buckle will contact the top competitors to let them know if they'll be involved in the event on Thursday at 8 p.m. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of the following. Bernard J. Bobbis, 80 of West Oakdale. Services will be held at the family's convenience. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland is handling arrangements. Gino P. G. Nardon, 88 of Harley. Services will be held at the family's convenience. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton is assisting the family. James R. Slobodnik, 84 of Hazel Township. The funeral is Thursday at 9:30 a.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton. Mass of Christian burial is Thursday at 10 a.m. at Transfiguration Parish in West Hazleton. Friends and family may call Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at the funeral home. Harold G. Peddock, 82 of Beaver Meadows. The funeral is Friday at 9:30 a.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton. Liturgy is Friday at 10 a.m. at Saints Peter and Paul Byzantine Catholic Church in Beaver Meadows. Friends and family may call Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Andrew J. Skunts, 95 of Humboldt. Services will be held in July. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton will announce arrangements. And Mary A. Koch, 84 of Harrisburg. Services will be held at the family's convenience. The Hoover Family Funeral Home in Harrisburg is handling arrangements. Tonight's social news has been brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. For information, call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.